Welcome back to a bit of Raw Talk, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit of football um, regarding Chelsea. And I woke up this morning at about 3 a.m. to watch the game, and I really wish I hadn't. That was so disgusting. Look, United are a good team now. They've always been a good team. They just weren't playing right, but now they have the manager who's given them the freedom to express themselves. Pogba, I always rated Pogba, but right now, at this very moment, him, Pogba, and Aguero are the best players in the Premier League. On form, on current form. No one's touching those two. Everything they do is just goal at the moment. Um, but Martial, even though he didn't play, Rashford have been on fire. Herrera doing the dog work in midfield. Um, the Hair is the Hair. Man United will finish fourth this season, and they'll probably win the FA Cup. But they'll definitely finish fourth. So Chelsea, forget about top four. The only way to get it is through the Europa League. And at this point, it sounds crazy, but I would favour Arsenal to win the Europa League over us, even though they lost to Bate Borisov last week. Um, but if you're a betting man and you look at what Unai Emery has done in the Europa League and you compare it to what Sarri has done, you would bet Arsenal to win it. I'm not a hater. I'm just being honest. That's what I look at things. Um, am I sorry in or sorry out? I'm sorry in because let's put a context on this. Chelsea have been over the last couple of years, maybe 5 or 6 years, ever since we won the Champions League, there's been no structure at the club. There's been no clear project. There's been no just no plan, no long-term planning. I mean, every season it's just a short-term goal. Let's win the league. Let's get into top four. Let's compete for the league. And it's like Chelsea are no longer the superpower that they once were. So forget about the Premier League for now. Forget about the Champions League. Just at least try to compete for top four because we should have been there. Top four should have been sealed for us by now, based on how Arsenal have been inconsistent and how United started off so poorly. We should have fourth should have been ours by now, but no, we gave it away basically. Um, I think we'll finish fifth, but to me that's not good enough. We have to win the Europa League now. It's the only way to redeem this season. Now, like I was saying, I'm sorry Ian because he's not been given the players that he needs. Um, People will say, "Oh, but he got Jorginho, he got Kepa, he got Kovacic, he got Higuain." Okay, I'll give you Higuain. He wanted Higuain, he got Higuain. But that was a no-brainer. Like, who in their right mind would keep Morata? What? That he's finally gone. Like, he should have been gone in the first 6 months since his Chelsea career, not now. So for me, that was a no-brainer to get Higuain and get rid of Morata. Jorginho, we had to sign him because if we didn't, we wouldn't have had Sarri. Kepa, I still believe to this day that if Courtois decided to stay at Chelsea, Kepa would be at the Athletic Bilbao right now. There's no way Chelsea would have spent 70 million on him if Courtois didn't leave. And Kovacic, just a lucky loan deal that we got because Courtois was on his way to Real Madrid. So let's just squeeze anything we can get out of Real Madrid. Um, and it hasn't worked out. I'm sorry, Kovacic is a great player. I still rate him. He's a very technical player. I think in another team, say as Spurs, Arsenal, Man United, he would do wonders for them. But he's not fitting in our system right now. He doesn't provide anything going forward. Um, so he hasn't been given the players he needs. Then this morning, Chelsea fans are singing for Sarri out. Well, I'm sorry, but you guys are the problem. Like if you want stability, if you want long-term planning, if you want a future for this club, how can you every time there's a rough patch want the manager out? It happened with Conte, it happened with Mourinho, it's going to happen with Sarri. So the fans need to decide on what some things. Do you want stability? Do you want youth players coming in? Do you want the players that we have on loan to come in and have some sort of um, system where they can come in and get integrated into the first team? Or do you just want to hack and chop managers and they come in every single season, they don't know the players, and that's why we have to keep loaning them or selling them for silly prices and buying players for silly prices? So make up your mind. Do you want stability or do you want um, the thing that we've been having for the last 10 years or so? I want stability. I want to stick it out with Sari. I want to give him the players that he needs. That means no more Marcos Alonso. My God, he's the worst. He's just the worst player I think I've ever seen for Chelsea. I mean, oh, he's got no tactical knowledge, no speed, no strength, no crossing ability. I don't understand how he wears the number 3 shirt. And I don't understand how he's got given a new contract at the start of the season. Someone explain that to me. The only way that makes sense is that Chelsea are hoping for someone to come in for him in the summer and sell him for the best price because he's signed a new contract. That's the only way that makes sense. Otherwise, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you're useless, Marina. Um, Aspilicueta, I love him. We all Chelsea fans, we all love Aspi, but not not good enough for this system. I'm sorry, he's lost his legs. I think he got too comfortable playing that right centre back role. He doesn't provide anything going forward. Can't cross. Too indecisive in the final third. And then even defensively, I mean, Sterling was toying with him the other week. I mean, I know Sterling has improved and everything, but come on, like, it was embarrassing at times. It was embarrassing. Um, I mentioned Kovacic before. Pedro and Willian, no. Uh, I'm so sick of those two. I mean, it's all well and good to do it against Huddersfield and Newcastle, and yeah, we're the boys. We can do Rabonas against Newcastle and whatever. I don't care, mate. Like, do it on a consistent level. Do it on a level where I can say, wow, he's been good this season. Williams scored more than 10 goals a season, please, at right wing. How it makes no sense to me. We're too dependent on Hazard for creativity. Those two just don't provide enough, and they have to be gone next season. They have to. They just can't stay next season. Um, so I believe, especially the fullbacks Alonso and Aspilicueta, they need to be changed. We need to get a right back and a left back that suit the system. Okay, and then we'll see what happens next season. Um, don't forget how much effort we went through to sign Sari. Okay, we got Sari like 4 weeks before the season started, which is crazy. We had to sign Jorginho so he can come in. Um, and after all that effort, after all those legal troubles with Conte, and Sarri had legal troubles with Napoli, after all that effort, after all that trouble, you're going to tell me you're going to kick him out after 6 months. I'm sorry, it's just the wrong way to look at things. Let's have a look at Klopp in his first season, eighth in the league. And people will say, oh, but he came in late. He came in after 13 games. That's a third of the season. So he had 2/3 of the season where he worked with the team. Unfortunately for Klopp, though, the players that he had were not good enough. It wasn't Klopp's fault they finished eighth. It was the players' fault. Okay? The likes of Joe Allen starting at centre midfield. So he got rid of them. The following season, they finished fourth. 4 place difference. The season after that, they finished fourth, but they reached the Champions League final. And look at them this season. Literally every single team in Europe, never mind England, every team in Europe is petrified to face Liverpool. Like, I've seen on Twitter and on YouTube, Bayern Munich fans hate the fact that they verse Liverpool. Bayern Munich, the third biggest club in Europe, petrified of Liverpool. But it shows what happens when you back a manager. Pep Guardiola, first season, shambolic, didn't win a trophy. Okay, Pep Guardiola, for as good as he is, and I still believe he's the best manager in Europe, didn't win a trophy with Man City and the players they had. He said, no, Clichy not good enough, Sanya not good enough, um, Kolarov not good enough. Give me the players that I want. They got the players that he wanted, and they won the league title with record points. Now, I'm not saying that if you give Sarri the players that he wants, that's it, we've won the league, but at least give him a chance. At least give him a chance to prove himself with his system, with his players. Please. We have to stop this banter uh, period that we're going through. And the only way to do this is to stop chopping and changing and back the manager. I'm depressed. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you later.